In 2014, Transparency International listed Russia as one of the most corrupt developed nations in the world, ranked below countries like Nigeria and Iran. To address the issue, Russian leaders have laid out national anti-corruption plans, but so far they've had varied amounts of success. So how corrupt is Russia? Well, several experts have pointed to corruption in Russia as being embedded in its history and culture. Bribery has been seen as a common occurrence even for high-ranking officials. This cultural normalization of bribery may have begun around the 16th century, when state officials were often not given a salary, and instead were encouraged to take gifts of food and favors from their constituents. These gifts were necessary when the princes of Russia didn't have much money to pay the officials. One economist says that Russian corruption has become a business. Today, bribery is so rampant that the country's economy is heavily dependent on the flow of illegitimate funds. One reporter for the Associated Press explained that it took her a year to obtain a driver's license because she refused to pay any bribes. In 2007, the World Bank estimated that Russia's shadow economy accounted for nearly half of national GDP. And a Russian finance minister recently alleged that the state loses $90 billion in taxes because businesses hide large portions of their profits. Russia's leader, Vladimir Putin, has made a big show of trying to root out corruption. But after being in office for 15 years, many have said that the government is primarily an oligarchy, run by Putin's closest friends and relatives. These elite members of the government are extremely wealthy and immune from persecution because Putin needs their support. Russian politicians also wield a great deal of influence over the Russian judiciary system, which, as the UN observes, adversely affects its independence. Critics in the media also have their voices completely stifled by the state. Russia does not have a free press, and most of the media is owned by the government. Any other press is forced to censor themselves or else face heavy fines and threats of imprisonment. One outspoken former presidential hopeful has been alternately imprisoned and put under house arrest for more than a year. For a long time, he was even banned from using the internet and the telephone. Even with anti-corruption laws, Russia's graft is out of control. Russia ranks 136th out of 175 countries on the Corruption Perceptions Index. Russia also ranks last for bribery out of all the G20 countries. Current anti-corruption plans were first introduced in 2008, and they've been renewed by Putin over the years. These plans mandate that government officials report their incomes and any conflicts of interest between government and business. But most guilty officials still go unpunished. With Russia's government resembling an oligarchy and their distinct lack of free press or independent judiciary, nationwide corruption will undoubtedly continue despite Vladimir Putin's promises. Russia remains a powerful country on the world stage, often butting heads with the US and other Western countries. To learn just how dangerous they really are, check out this video from our friends at All Time Conspiracies.
Putin has expressed a desire to reunify former Soviet territories in order to restore the prestige of the Soviet Union. There are reports that nuclear missiles have been planted close to the Polish border. NATO suggests countries including Latvia and Estonia could also be at risk from Russian aggression.
Thanks for watching TestTube. Subscribe for new videos every day.